The Smiler is a Gerstlauer Infinity roller coaster located at Alton Towers in Staffordshire, United Kingdom. With 14 inversions, the Smiler holds the world record for most inversions on a roller coaster. The roller coaster suffered a series of setbacks and ride incidents including one that occurred during its preview event that delayed its official opening and resulted in high number of temporary closures. The Smiler eventually opened to the public on May 31, 2013, 2 months after the ride's originally planned debut. History: plans to build the Smiler were submitted to local authorities in December 2011. Permission was granted on March 15, 2012 following a Staffordshire Moorlands Council meeting, despite some local opposition to its construction. Gerstlauer, a German manufacturing company, was hired to build the roller coaster. Less than a month after obtaining permission, Alton Towers launched a website announcing a new ride codenamed Secret Weapon 7 for the 2013 season. Its codename followed a similar format used for other roller coasters during their teaser campaigns, such as SW4 for Oblivion and SW6 for 13. In June 2012, a trademark filed by Merlin Entertainments hinted that the new ride would be named the Smiler. On October 17, 2012, a number of facts about the coaster were revealed to the public, including its maximum speed, track length, ride time, passengers per train and ride cost. Despite the release, Alton Towers did not announce or confirm the name for the ride. Construction: the site for the new ride was determined to be an area in the park being occupied by the Black Hole, an attraction that had been standing but not operating since 2005. The park began dismantling the Black Hole on April 12, 2012. The first pieces of track arrived at the park in late October 2012. Sections of track were later moved to the construction site on December 6, 2012. In January 2013, Alton Towers officially confirmed that the ride would be called the Smiler. In February 2013, the park revealed some of the ride's elements. The trains arrived in March 2013, as Alton Towers began posting images on both Twitter and their official Smiler website. Vertical construction was completed approximately 1 month later, as the final piece of track was installed at the top of the first lift hill. Opening: initially, the Smiler was expected to make its public debut in March 2013 for the park's opening day, but due to construction delays, the date was pushed back to May 23, 2013. The date had to be pushed back further after technical issues were encountered during testing and a ride incident occurred during its preview event that stranded riders on the lift hill. Following the incident on May 22, 2013, Alton Towers explained on their website that the Smiler would not open on the originally scheduled date due to unforeseen teething problems. The ride's delayed opening initially caused controversy as many had booked advance tickets and stays at the Alton Towers Hotel in order to be among the first to ride the coaster. However, Alton Towers later announced it would allow those who had made advanced bookings to change their tickets and hotel reservations free of charge. The Smiler eventually opened on May 31, 2013. Ride: a key feature of the ride is the large spider-like structure that serves as a center point for the coaster track. Called the Marmalizer, a unregistered trademark, it has 5 legs, each with a distinct function to manipulate riders into smiling. It is also equipped with a wraparound screen, which displays graphics and video relating to the theme of the ride. The roller coaster intertwines within the structure, causing greater interaction with riders to enhance the experience. Elements: ride experience: the train dispatches from the station and immediately enters into a sweeping drop 180 degrees to the left. Partway through this drop, riders encounter a hardline roll, the ride's first inversion. The train then comes to a stop on block brakes, before ascending the first lift hill. Upon reaching the top, the train drops into another 180-degree right turn before banking into the second inversion, a downward corkscrew. The train drops straight down into the next 2 inversions, 2 consecutive dive loops before traveling over an airtime hill into a batwing element. Upon exiting the batwing, the train traverses another corkscrew before reaching the second set of block brakes. After a brief pause, the train ascends the second lift hill known as a vertical lift hill. The train then enters another drop, 180 degrees to the left, banking into a downward corkscrew. Riders next encounter a sea serpent roll, followed by a second airtime hill. Riders here experience a large amount of ejector airtime before the train reaches a cobra roll element. Upon exiting the cobra roll, the train hits two consecutive corkscrews before a 180-degree left turn into the final brake run. Problems: the ride has suffered a series of technical issues and breakdowns. Marketing for the Smiler started around the same time as construction when, on April 11, 2012, a mini site was launched allowing visitors to register for updates on the ride's progress. A competition to be the first to ride the roller coaster, at this time codenamed SW7, started in July. To enter, guests were invited to scan a QR code with their smartphone, which subsequently redirected to Alton Towers' official The Smiler mini site where guests entered their details. In September 2012, the park began the second stage of advertisement through the overnight spray painting of a stencil logo all over the park. This was followed in October with new boards around the park, new subliminal advertising on different sections of the main Alton Towers website, and a countdown timer on the Alton Towers mini site. The countdown timer initially gave a scheduled opening date of March 16, 2013, but was removed however on January 4, 2013, as the ride hit delays. More overt advertising started in January 2013, when the Smile logo was used in various forms across the country, including billboards in London, ticket barriers at Leeds railway station, projected onto various buildings including Big Ben, and sprayed onto flocks of sheep in areas including Leicestershire, Devon and Perthshire. The name of the roller coaster, the Smiler, was revealed on January 21, 2013, the Metro newspaper, and the opening date was set as May. In February 2013 a free game app was released containing a full 3D recreation of the actual ride, and a preview of the ride's merchandise was published online. Track designer, John Wardley, confirmed in a radio interview, on April 19, 2013, that the Smiler would feature more inversions than any other roller coaster in the world. Despite construction proving this fact long beforehand, this was the first official confirmation that the Smiler will hold the inversion record when it opens. In an earlier interview Wardley had said that the Smiler would have 5 mind-manipulating elements that play around with you on the ride, so each unregistered trademark is more than just a physical roller coaster. From early April and throughout May, Alton Towers published videos online giving snippets of the ride's fictional backstory. This was followed by footage of Daybreak's Laura Tobin riding the Smiler and an advertising campaign on boxes of Krave's cereal. The first national television advertisement premiered on May 20, 2013. In 2014, Goodfellas began cross-promoting with Alton Towers by a limited edition Smiler pizza with spicy sausage, pan-fried onions and jalapenos. Reception: the Smiler received a mass of very positive reviews in its first season, many calling it the only ride to have come close to topping the park's own nemesis, which has been among the top 10 roller coasters in the world since opening. The Smiler attracted wait times in excess of 4 hours and received excellent reviews from guests. Despite the higher investment costs, the Smiler didn't manage to get the same attendance levels of TH13. However, it did still manage to increase the gate figures, but only by 100,000 to 2,500,000 people. A number lower than that of the 2011 season when no new attraction was added. It is expected that the ride's late opening at the end of May may have caused the smaller attendance. References. External links: Official Alton Towers mini site.